G'day and welcome to my morning tea motovlog. Moz here. This morning, well, I'm heading out to a little place called Lake Eacham. Hopefully there won't be too many people there. It is a Thursday. Yeah, and I'll tell you a little bit of a story about why I selected that particular spot. I was supposed to be having morning tea there several weeks ago with Mark from Choppers Rule 1. Yeah, and anyway, let's get on with it and I'll tell you all about it. Yeah, we're just about there now. Let's go through all this. Hopefully there's a spot to park over where I want to park. Yep. G'day, and here we are at Lake Eacham. Just get all this together and happening. A few people out here swimming, even though the sign says Crocs around, but anyway. If they want to swim while there's Crocs about, it's their lookout, I suppose. Although it might make some really good video. Nice day. Bloody perfect day. Let's get all this together so I can have smoko. A little bit better prepared than last time. Well, there's certainly a few people out there having a swim. Crocs might enjoy a feed. So, why I picked this place? Well, several weeks ago, it may even be a month ago now, I met up with Choppers Rule 1, Mark, and his family here in Lake Eacham. It was a bit of an adventure that day. Yeah, a bit of an adventure that day. Mark's car, or his daughter's car, broke down, and insofar as the battery drained and wasn't getting charged, so they stayed at the lodge just up the road. And so I thought, instead of riding out, I'll bring the car out, go to the rescue and see what we can do to help. Well, anyway, Got out there to see him, and yeah, the battery was flat. It was good catching up with Mark. Interesting. So anyway, we organised to get everything packed up in the car, and I had my dual cab, and we decided we'll go into Atherton and see if we can pick up another battery, at least, if not an alternator. But so we picked them up, we packed up, we all went in there. We sort of got not too far, about 2 kilometres, and I got a flat tyre, didn't I? So I had to pull over for that, and Mark and I did the quickest wheel change in North Queensland on the rear wheel. We should go into the Townsville supercar as a pit crew, I think. But yeah, we got that changed and went into Atherton. So there's the adventure, you know. He broke down and I sort of broke down, and so far as a flat tyre. Yeah, so we went in there and yeah, running around, went to the supermarket, pick up a few bits and pieces, went into a place called Super Cheap Auto and couldn't get an alternator for his car, but did get a battery. So, there we go, we're on the boil. We'll just pause that for a sec. So yeah, what was I up to? Went for Super Cheap Auto, as I said. Got his alternator. Anyway, we got that sorted out and brought him back here. Yeah, as I was saying, yeah, brought him back here. We changed the battery and the car started fine. But because the alternator was an issue with that, decided that she needed to try and make it back to Townsville, which is about 400 kilometres away, with the battery they had. So we left the accommodation area and we headed out a bit, and I followed Mark, and at one stage I was actually wondering where he was going. He was sort of heading in the opposite direction, so I rang him up on the mobile phone while I was in the car and asked him if he knew where he was going, and he said absolutely not. So I told him to follow me, and I got him in the right road, head down to the coast and back to Townsville. So yeah, and that was the adventure. I'm sure he mentioned it in his channel. Look, I'll leave a link for his channel below if you want to check it out. Yeah, I kept in touch with him through the afternoon, and yes, he made it back safely to home. So, yeah, without air conditioning. It didn't run the aircon, so he could make it on the battery's charge. So, yeah, that was the adventure, and we were supposed to be having morning tea here at this actual spot. But at least I made it out here, Mark. Maybe next time we'll catch up again. Just get me coffee happening. Oh, sounds like another bike coming through. No, it's a car. I've got some coffee organised. And what have I got for morning tea? Well, last night I made some potato croquets with onion and mushroom. They went down real well with the family. I had to hide, at least hide 2, so that I could make my smoko for this morning. So today I have potato croquet with lettuce and cheese on my sandwich, and the bread I made myself as well. Well, the bread maker machine made it, but yeah. Quite nice, if I do say so myself. As normal, I make pizzas. That's something else. I make pizzas, but I normally buy the bases pre-made. But I've decided lately I'd start making my own bases. Mixing it with flour, yeast, and all that sort of stuff, which have turned out pretty good. I use the bread machine just to do all the kneading and all that sort of stuff, and let it rise. It's got a setting for that. It saves me mucking around with it. So now I make my own bases. And from that I also started making focaccia bread. And I've got a recipe to make a ciabatta bread, which I'm going to try the next couple of days. So yeah. Awesome day today. Lake Eacham itself is an extinct volcano crater. The only water that comes in and it flows out is mainly rainwater. It's quite nice, very deep. I'll put some info in the description below if you want to have a read and tell you a bit more about it. But it is quite a pleasant spot. There is another one further down the road called Lake Green. Similar, it's a extinct volcano crater full of water. Just looking at a few bush turkeys just come around to see what they can scab off me. Hey mate, I did bring the drone out. I was thinking about flying the drone, but there's too many people here. I don't know what it is the rest of the world, but in Australia we've got some rules with regards to drones. Particularly if you haven't got a licence. You don't need a licence if you're flying recreationally. And the drone is not more than 2.5 kilos in weight. But with a lot of the regulations is you must keep 30 metres away from people, buildings and vehicles and all that sort of stuff. And that's 30 metres horizontally, not vertically. You can go up as high as you want, but you've got to be 30 metres horizontally away from people. So unfortunately I can't do that here today with the people that are about. So I can't send it up and send it for a bit of a fly. There's people swimming, people sunbaking, and people looking around. Sullivan. Monday I'll get out here when there'll be hardly anyone here and I can send the drone up. Because it'd be nice just to send it right round and have a look at I reckon I could fly right around the circumference of this lake on one battery. But when I finish this I'll grab the camera up and give you a bit of a view. That was nice. They were even nicer last night when they were nice and hot. But still just the same. Nice just the same. Well, I'll finish this and we'll go and have a look around. I'll just stop the video now. there you go. That was Lake Eacham. Hope you like that. So for now, everyone, please share, like, if you're new, subscribe. Down the bottom there, just down there, there's a bell next to the subscription button. Give that a bit of a hit on the head, and that'll notify you when I put up other content, eh? So for now, everyone, be safe, be well, until next time, cheers.